What we got is basically the Sling player software, which I'm going to open up on my computer desktop, and I'm using for my internet connection one of those Sprint EVDO cards, which is great. You know, wherever you can get a cell phone signal, you've got broadband. When I open it up, I come to the SlingBox directory, and I can connect here to my SlingBox. So I double click on this one. It's called SlingTV 3. And what's really great, and you'll see immediately, is that the SlingBox actually, when you go through the setup process, you tell it what device you're connecting to, which set-top box, and we've got photorealistic remote controls for all the most popular set-top boxes. So you'll see that the remote here looks exactly like the Dish Network remote. If I connected to a TiVo, it would look like a TiVo, and so you don't have to learn any new ways to navigate. Everything you can do on this thing at home, you know, your remote at home, you can do now here. I hit pause, it sends a command through the internet, it pauses. If I go into my DVR, my recordings, it'll pop up my recordings and I can see what's playing. I can go into full screen mode. I can basically go back to live TV if I wanted to. And so, you know, really the SlingBox is streaming that home living room television straight to my laptop. The really great thing about SlingBox is that it delivers the home television to a variety of different computing displays, and one of those great displays these days is a mobile phone. So this is a Palm Centro. It's got EVDO as well, so I'm going to use the broadband connection in the phone to connect to my SlingBox as well, and it'll start streaming my home television. The really great thing about our service on the mobile side is that we're not giving you a subset of your content, we're giving you your entire living room television experience. So the same things I can do on the desktop, pause, fast forward, rewind, record a show, watch a recorded show, I can now do on my phone as well. On the mobile side, we actually charge a one-time $29.99 fee for the mobile software. It's for a registration key. We do that because there's so many different phones out there, there's so many different variants of phones, there's a lot of R&D that goes into it. We support right now Palm OS, Windows Mobile, and a certain number of Symbian-based phones, but we are working on other platforms. We've said publicly that we have a BlackBerry client in development, and there's some other platforms like an iPhone, like some of the other more mainstream Java handsets that are definitely we're interested in as well.
And there was some discussion about broadcasters, cable companies, local companies that are not so happy about having the content slung around the place. Right. Has that been sort of figured out or resolved, or where does that stand?
Well, I think there's a lot of saber rattling early on about just those points exactly, and a lot of it had to do, we feel, with some of the misconceptions about what a SlingBox could and couldn't do. A lot of people felt like, you know, hey, wow, you know, you've got this SlingBox and you're going to be able to take your broadcast, you're going to be able to distribute it out to everyone, right? And that's not the case. It's a one-to-one experience. One SlingBox serves one video feed to one display at one time. And we encrypted the stream, so we are not you know, allowing you to download it onto your hard drive. It's basically a streaming device. So, you know, the other way we look at it also is that, let's say you're from the Bay Area and you are in New York. If you're using your SlingBox, you're watching your Bay Area television, you're watching your Bay Area shows, but also your Bay Area commercials, the commercials that matter to you, and even better yet, if you're a Nielsen household, if you're watching via your SlingBox, that counts towards that Nielsen rating. So we really look at the SlingBox as enabling more consumption of television and video content that's relevant to the consumer. And that's a good thing. And I think that you talk to sports leagues now, you talk to some of the broadcasters, they see that as well. And I think that there's been a lot, like, you know, a true 180 in the thought process there.
Awesome, awesome.